Doing
I'm good. How are you?
doing okay, surviving. Yeah, doing okay. Pretty
Good.
good. Okay, so yeah, maybe Marion because she is the Scrum Master, so she should do the opening to state about which reviews we're doing and like some meeting details.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of user stories and we'd like to demonstrate what they can do. So we're going to start off with the first one where, as a teacher, you should be able to remove user accounts, and John will help demonstrate that.
Okay, so since last time we met, we make some changes in our system, and I'll show you that. 1 second, let me share my screen. Okay, is this sharing right now?
No, we still see your cute face.
Okay, all right, yeah, is it sharing right now?
Yes.
Much better
Okay.
now. I see my cute
Okay.
face.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, 1 sec. Let me go into my VM and show it to you. Can you guys see it? The
Yeah.
web page? Okay, so we make some style on the website to make it looks better. But we still want to keep it simple because this is for legit purpose, so we don't want to make it too fancy and too colorful. And we are still using a testing user account to show you how to log in. And all the user information is inside our database. Okay, once you log in, you'll be able to see all the menus right here. The reason why we put all the menus behind the login process is we don't want people just be able to go into your website and mess around with it. Okay, like last time what we show you, we still have the add teacher account, and you just type in the teacher ID 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and teacher first name to be like Mary Jane, and teacher email and you have to double type the password just for security purpose. Okay, that should be successfully added to the database. Let me show it to you. Tablet teacher. Sorry, the VM is running a little slow. Okay. One second. One second. Sorry. Okay, for some reason, maybe we've been moving the project all around, so maybe we have to go into a backend and fix some minor issues, but it'll be all fine tonight. Yeah, we'll go into that and look into it. Yeah, it's just some minor problem. Yeah, no worry. And
Okay.
the other thing I want to show you is, you remember last time when I showed you the list of the device and the student is kind of like unorganized, it's hard to read, and we fixed that. Let me show it to you. Okay, so when we look into device list, right now the column is clean and organized. You'll be able to see the title and all the devices you have. But we do know it's kind of hard for user to scroll down all the way to look for the iPad. So what we have done is we make some filter for you to figure out what kind of devices you want. So let's see, show Chromebook. It will show you just only the Chromebook, but not the iPad. And the other one is show iPad. It will show you just only the iPad, but not the Chromebook. It's
Okay.
a little handier for user to use. And the other one we added is the unreturned device. So because right now all the devices in the database, we haven't add like the checkout, check-in record into it, so it'll show you all the devices right here. But once we add that into the database, it'll show you just only those devices that is not being returned. So it will be more easier for teacher or the IT department to keep tracking which device is still with the student, and they'll be able to maybe ask the student to return the device. And also for the student information, we do a column of it. So for this column, the format and the layout is not the same with the device list, but we will add that into the student information to make it more easier to read. Okay, so the one big part for the whole web page, for the whole system, is being able to check in and check out devices, right?
Right.
So here is what we're going to do for the device checkout. For device checkout, first, the system will record the date of today, but right now you're seeing 2019, May 1st, which means the system right now is 1 day earlier than we do. It's because when the UView IT department, they first set up the VM, maybe someone just didn't set the time correctly, but that's just a minor issues. We'll be able to fix it very easy.
Okay.
And just like the device list, we have a drop-down menu because we've been thinking how we can make the whole checkout system more easier for a teacher to use, because we don't want them to type in all the time like 3:30 p.m. by hand. That would be very time consuming. So instead of having them to type in the time, we do class session. Like maybe 9:30 in the morning will be session 1 and 10:30 will be session 2. And they just have to click on which session they are in, and the system will be able to record it.
Okay.
And so they will see all the devices is inside the system, and what they have to do is just click checkout and type in student ID, and it will show you what the tablet condition it was. Like if they've been seeing, okay, screen cracked it, then they'll be able to know, okay, when the student check it out, the screen is already cracked. So they don't have to, it's more easier for them to track about the device history. Okay, so after they put in all the information they need, they just only have to click the checkout button, and the system will be able to know, okay, this device is already being checked out. If during the time session, like 20 or 25 students, they can also select all devices to check in all the devices as once. But what we're still working on is the check-in process. Okay. Let me get back on the screen. Yeah, we're still working on the check-in process. The check-in process will be very similar to checkout, but we should be able to finish it by tonight. We just have to make some changes inside our code. Yeah.
Okay.
So here is basically what we have done for the system so far. And by tomorrow, because tomorrow maybe morning or afternoon, we have to present it to the school. And by that time, the system should be all working fine, and the check-in, check-out process should be in place.
I really like the class session things. The one thing though that maybe you could add is that there's 8 sessions or 8 class periods.
Okay.
So instead of 6, going to 8.
Okay, definitely. Yeah, definitely. We'll add that into it. Yeah. Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of though, is because there's 8 periods and not 6.
Okay, yeah, we'll work on it and make sure we have 8 sessions on the system.
Yeah, other than that, it looks great.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Marion, do you have anything to add on?
What else is there to add on?
Like any executive process
Uh,
as being a scrum master?
We do have security,
Yeah, like last time, how we show you the security concern that we
Yeah.
put into our code.
with
is-
SQL
yeah,
injections.
yeah,
and-
it is still there. So for all the teachers that wanted to use the system, first they have to be they need a valid teacher ID and password that's stored by the IT department. And also they'll be able to require a password change and email change from the IT department if they needed to.
Okay.
Yep. And other big part we have to discuss is we need a deployment plan from the high school. Like it doesn't have to be a specific day, but more like a general schedule, like when they would like to move the whole package into the school system, and how they're going to handle it. Like maybe the IT guy they're going to handle it, or the department going to handle it, or what kind of training and resource they need for the user in order to operate the systems. Yes.
So it'll probably be managed by the department. And then once I'm trained, I can then just train all the teachers. Would be the easiest way to do it at one of our collaboration meetings.
Okay. So for the department, what I'm trying to say. Okay. For a department, do you know like what kind of environment they will store the whole thing into it?
We have our Chromebooks stored in a locked room, like a storage room that we have, and then the teachers all have a key to that storage room.
But for the system, do you know like what kind of device? Like maybe they're going to use a server, they're going to use like a main computer
we need a place to be able to store the software. So is there like a server that all the computers connect to? So like when you go to school and you're on the school network, is there like a drive that you can go to that it's shared between all the teachers, or do we there is?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
And Mr. Olson can do that because he's one of the IT people or people that know how to do that.
So probably store it on that server that they
Okay.
share.
Okay, all right. So also we asked some advice from other teachers about how we can just put the whole system like behind the VPN network of the high school, which means like no outside user can get access to the web page. It's actually not that hard to do it, but due to the time we have, we could then deliver that functionality like before tomorrow. But if you wanted to be added into your system, we can definitely add that into it. But we do have to communicate with the IT department from the high school to get the VPN information to put that into your system. But if you want that one, we will plan for it. We'll plan it for the future.
Okay.
To do
Do
it.
you require a VPN to get into that? Like, so do you have to be on the school network? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can see how to do that. I don't know, but I'll ask Doug.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
good.
Yeah. So that is so far what we get right now. And like what I said, by tomorrow afternoon, the system will be ready to go to fulfill most of the functionality that you would like to see.
As far as deployment timeline, would it be easiest to do it after your AP tests,
Yes.
right now, or in the summer, or what would be the best deployment time?
For sure, after AP tests are done.
When is that
They start next week,
through?
the next 2 weeks.
So maybe in like our deployment time can be in like 3 weeks or so.
Because what I've been thinking is, I'm pretty sure even for the high school, they will need to make sure the whole system is secure, and they need to provide some a bit more information for teachers and the department to do some testing and make sure it all runs well. So I won't rush on this one. It's totally up to the high school, like when they see fit. Yeah, we don't have to rush on this one, but because we want to make this like as secure and as user friendly as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we've got 2 weeks of AP testing and then graduation. Yeah. And the next couple of weeks are kind of crazy.
Yeah, no worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your craziness now is my craziness in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, especially like a couple of us are graduating, so yeah. I totally understand that.
Yeah. It's all the time, you know. It's not going to be the last time you're not going to be crazy.
Okay, yeah. So at last, like before, our teammate will have her acceptance document sent to you, and you need to sign on it and fill in some information about it. And Tragan, yeah, he'll be able to guide you on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you for working with us during the whole semester.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad to help.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll
Bye.
keep contact. All right.
Ron, you're as smooth as ever.
What?
You're
Yeah,
smooth,
you can just
man.
kill it.